Hi everybody, my name is Armani and this is my dog Giorgio, and I'm a senior at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I'll be studying abroad at King's College London for 6 weeks. So please stay tuned for the rest of the video for more information about my study abroad program. So I want to create this video to give you a little bit more background about studying abroad. So I didn't plan to study abroad in college. It was never my game plan. And I didn't actually start considering studying abroad until speaking with the professors I created close bonds with during COVID. So to apply to study abroad, it's a two-part process at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. First, I had to apply through my school study abroad office, and then once I was nominated, I had to apply through King's College London. I applied for a residential program, so I'll be actually staying in one of King's College London's accommodations, and I'll be taking 2 King's College classes. I originally applied for a psychology UNC study abroad program, however that got canceled because we were one person short. However, I'm blessed to have the opportunity to still study abroad, but instead of taking 1 UNC psychology course and 1 King's College course, I'll be taking 2 King's College courses. The 2 classes I'll be taking is International Human Rights Law and London Cityscape, and I forgot the rest of the name. But the first class is not needed toward my major or needed toward graduation. The second class does count as a general education requirement that I need to graduate. You may ask, how did I afford to study abroad? So to give me some background on myself, I was raised in a single parent household, and my mother pays for all my educational expenses. So I started saving to study abroad before I even applied for the first application. So it was maybe right at the beginning of the fall semester of my junior year, and me as well as some other students at my school received a pretty good refund from the school that had to do with like the CARES Act and federal money. So I just took this as a sign to just make a separate savings account that'll go towards studying abroad. And at the time, I was both a resident advisor and a work study student. So every time I got paid, I put money toward that savings account. And then once I found out that I was nominated by UNC to study abroad, I was nominated by UNC to do the secondary application, which is through King's College London. That's when I decided to create a GoFundMe and send messages to close friends and family to help raise some money so that a lot of the expenses won't just fall on me and my mom, and so that I wouldn't have to take any loans out to study abroad. Through UNC Study Abroad office, you can apply for scholarships. However, I did not receive any. So I reached out to an organization that I actually got a scholarship from in high school, and they actually gave me a scholarship that'll go toward my study abroad program. I forgot to mention this, but studying abroad can be expensive, but it is not impossible. I never thought I would study abroad, but I am literally gonna be on a flight to London in 15 days. For my particular study abroad program, we have both a billable and a non-billable expense. So the billable will show up on our student account. So because I'm an out-of-state student, I actually paid more than what in-state students have to pay. So for my study abroad program, it was about $14,000. And what I was billed was about $9,000. So I was actually able to pay the billable expenses out of pocket with all the money that I saved and the money that I was able to raise through friends and family. The billable expenses included the tuition, where I'll be staying, the mandatory international insurance I had to sign up for, and the non-billable expenses included like a passport if you don't already have one, plane ticket, food because there's not a meal plan, and just other expenses that you will have to pay when you are studying abroad. I'm currently in the process of continuing to get more money from working at a retail store and just continue to do work study so that I won't have to worry about money. Well, I won't have to be as concerned about money while I'm there, because my goal is to pay for experiences and not really have to pay for like clothes, which I only wear a couple times, because while I'm out there, I hope to travel and go to different countries and just go to cool stuff in London, because apparently there's a lot of cool stuff to do there. I actually have, I don't know if it'll show up, but I actually have a long list of places that I want to go to in London, and places like the surrounding countries or surrounding cities that are in London. So I plan on taking those trips with the 10 or 11 people who are also in my program. To pay for things while I'm in London, I applied for a credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. The debit card and the credit cards I currently have, which is a Discover and another credit card through a bank that I also have my debit card through, those have foreign transaction fees, and I just did not want to spend even more money just to, you know, have fun in London and do different things. I also got some currency. I make sure you go to your bank, because sometimes they don't have like the currency in the bank, but I was able to get 250 pounds just so that I can have on me, and just in case I have any expenses right when I get to the airport. So for the 10 to 11 people who are also on my study abroad program, some of us are taking similar classes and others we're just not taking any classes together, but we all will be staying in the same building. And since there's 11 of us, we may or may not be staying in the same flat or apartment. In each of the rooms, we have our own like bedroom and bed, and we also have our own bathroom. However, we do have the same common space and kitchen. And going back to the classes, for King's College London, for each summer session, which is 2, for this first session, we were given 5 to 10 classes to choose from, and it's the same thing for the summer session 2. We were given the choice of 5 to 10 classes. So I'm really excited to study abroad, and I'm very happy that I was able to connect with my professors, because the 2 things that they actually regret not doing while they're in an undergrad was not studying abroad and not taking a gap year. And I'm actually doing both of those things. I'm studying abroad in 15 days, and I'm graduating in December, and I'll be taking the entirety of 2023 to prepare for the MCAT so that I can go to medical school. So if you're thinking about studying abroad, please apply and please do it. I'm super excited that I had this opportunity, and I can honestly say that without COVID, I don't think I'll be on the same path that I am currently on. So if you have any questions, please comment below. And if you like this video and want more information, please comment and like this video and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.